I'm on the wrong side. Oh, I'm not.
I think your salad looks stunningly beautiful tonight.
Do you?
I do.
Well, thank you, Chef. I
Yes,
appreciate that. That's
I
high
do.
praise coming from you. Hey, let me also say that we used your Groovetech knife to do a lot of slicing
Oh, did
tonight.
you? Well,
Yeah,
it was
indeed
probably
we did.
super easy because of that.
It certainly was, and this knife has Groovtility. It's groovy, baby. This is K41612, and these Groovetech knives, amazing.
They really
this
are.
particular one is customer top rated, but you know what? It's a one-day only price. So if you're watching and a one-day only price pops up, you're lucky. You're in the right place at the right time, because what you're looking at is the lowest price for 6 months. That this particular product will be presented on QVC. And for $17.36, you're getting a lot of technology in a super sharp knife.
You really are, and it's a technology that you don't see elsewhere.
No.
So this is a really high quality knife with Japanese stainless steel to begin with, full tang, so you're holding onto that blade when you're holding the handle. But this wavy design here is so unique, you won't find it in other places. So it really works super well to actually help you chop foods without having them stick to the knife blade. So here, for example, you'll see I can slice through this potato nice and slowly, and you see those potato slices don't stick to the knife. And the reason is because of those blades. And I can explain to you exactly how that works. We have some animation that we'll show you here. Look at this knife. So here's your knife, a utility knife, a chef's knife, and a utility knife there. All combined together. You see the waves from the top of the knife down, but the edge of the knife is actually straight. What those waves do is they create little air pockets between the blade and the food, and what that does is reduce the friction so that when you're actually slicing through things, there's less friction, it's easier to move the knife through those foods, and the knife doesn't get stuck in the food.
Well, I can tell you, 200 of these knives are already gone, and before we slice this giant block of cheese, I will tell you that there are 3 great colors. We have this in the black, we have it in the red, and we have it in the blue. So here's your black, here's the red, and here's the blue. Blue is the most limited. We are not reordering this particular Groovetech knife, Miss Meredith.
I know, it's
So
sad.
when this particular one sells out, we say goodbye to it. Customer top rated, but let me also tell you, if you've got a Q card,
Even one smaller than this.
exactly. One smaller than this will still work. 3 payments of actually 6 threes are 18, so a little less. 3 payments, a little less than $6 each.
That was very good.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I know I did that math quick. My 11th grade algebra teacher is really
Very
proud right
proud.
now.
Yeah.
Mrs. Jones can't believe it. I can't either. This is K41612. I will tell you also that we are excited to have this for you tonight. 500 are already gone, but let me tell you, a big, thick, dense block of cheese with a regular knife is a dangerous endeavor.
Well, sure, this is a regular knife, chef's knife from one of our chefs in the kitchen, and it's a good knife. But when I try to put this through a block of cheese, it is
Your
hard
fingers are turning blue.
to push down on that knife. So it becomes very dangerous, and then it gets stuck in there. When you go through and do this with the Groovetech, however, because of those waves in the blade, you can slice through things.
Look at that.
Like, to me, that is incredible that you can do that. The difference is astonishing that you can slice through something like that with so much more ease. Big old slab of cheese for you, sir.
Well, this one's kind of thin in the middle, so if you break it like that, and then you piece it like this,
Oh my goodness. Here,
it's perfect.
do you like mozzarella cheese?
I like any
You
cheese.
see, because here, this to me, this summertime, if you're doing any of the tomato mozzarella salads, this is the cheese that always gets messy when you're cutting it with a regular knife.
Or it gets smushed.
Exactly, but look, like to me, look at this, one-handed, and look at that knife, and that cheese just falls right off the side. That is a beautiful thing, and that mozzarella is not squished down, it's not flat. You're not suddenly putting oval pieces of cheese on your round tomatoes anymore. It works so, so very well, and yet...
And we wait all year for a good caprese, don't we?
Yes,
All summer
yes,
all
we
winter
do.
for those great tomatoes to come in season.
And if you're doing something hard like this is where the fact that the knife is a good quality knife really makes a difference, because we want it to be Japanese stainless steel, which holds its edge for a good long time and can stay very sharp. So you can do something like this, right? Peel that pineapple all the way around if you want to. But then right after doing something like that, with an inferior knife, you have to sharpen it before you can do something else. Well, here, I don't have to. Here, I can go right in and slice a tomato without any trouble at all. And we all know tomatoes can be difficult to slice, but this is what Japanese stainless steel does for you. This is what the Groovetech technology does for you. You don't see those tomato slices getting dragged back with the knife. Instead, they just all slice beautifully.
Want to let you know also that this is a full tang knife. Now, what does that mean? This is this is the back edge of the knife, so don't worry, it's not sharp on this end. This is all one continuous piece of steel that goes all the way through the handle. So there is no worry about this handle breaking off. This is all one continuous piece of steel. That's the mark of a really expensive knife. To be able to get that kind of technology with the Groovetech for $17 and change, this is the lowest price this knife will be for 6 months. It is also an amazing bit of technology. Take a look again at how it works.
Right, so here's how it works. We've taken our a slicer knife, utility knife, and a chef's knife, put them all together in this great shape of this utility knife, and then put that Groovetech wave pattern on the edge of the knife. Now the blade itself is sharp, giving you a straight cut, but those waves create a pocket of space between the food and the knife blade. And what that does is reduce the friction, which means it's easier to put that knife through foods, which when you're doing things like that are dense, like cheese, makes a huge difference. When you're doing things like potatoes that are very starchy and stick to your knife, they won't do that. And that Japanese stainless steel keeps going so that you can do things that are soft, like breads, and not crush them. Do things like hard salami with ease. Even things, here, like I'm just doing zucchini slices, but look how it's going slowly. None of the slices stick to the blade. This makes a huge difference. It makes you more efficient in the kitchen because I'm not stopping and then knocking that slice off the blade and then doing the next and then knocking it off like you would with a regular knife. Here, instead, we're getting nice slices and we can pick up our speed if we're careful and practice, and you can do the whole zucchini. Look at that.
Oh, wow, look at that. Zucchini medallions.
There you go.
You hit those little salt and pepper and olive oil and grill them up.
Now look at this,
nice?
David. So this is soft bread. What if you wanted to make some croutons in here? Look how the Groovetech knife slices through without squishing things down, right? So we're not damaging our bread. We're not ending up with a flat little pancake of bread. Instead, we're ending up with beautiful croutons because that Japanese stainless steel is cutting through there like a dream.
No smushing.
No smushing, no sticking.
It's a technical term. Hashtag
Yes.
smushing. All right.
There you
Hey,
go.
QVC.com or your QVC mobile app's the best way to get through right now. I will tell you, we've taken orders for 2,500 of these knives are gone. Let's take a look at colors again. We'll come in nice and close so you can see those and tell you we have it for you in, start in the blue. Most limited in the blue, 2,500 left in the blue. Moving down to our red, most popular in the red. Never a surprise there. And from red, we move down to our black. Now, you will get the protective cover for these knives. Let me tell you, just so we're clear, please don't put this knife in the dishwasher. Don't put any of your knives in the dishwasher unless they're a butter knife from your flatware set.
Exactly.
Because your dishwasher is not designed to clean knives well because it uses super high heat and harsh detergent. Not to mention the fact that you may damage the knife and damage the inside of the dishwasher. So all those things that need to be taken into account. Wash this knife by hand, dry it thoroughly, put it away in its protective cover, and everything's
And
great.
that's what I love, David. I love the fact that you actually get the protective cover with the knife because that means that it's not only safe in the drawer from any damage coming, you're safe from reaching into the drawer, but it's transportable because this is the kind of knife that you're going to want to take with you when you're going somewhere and you're expected to cook, which for me is everywhere.
Yes.
Yes. So if you go on vacation, you want to take your knife with you so you have a proper knife where you're going. That protective sheath makes a big difference. But here it is with some, let's do some white cheddar.
Oh, I enjoy the white cheddar.
Yeah, so look at this. So here's the problem, right? When you're going through with a regular knife, which is a very good knife, but what happens is it gets stuck because the friction between the food and the knife just is too much for the knife to handle. So that becomes a problem. When you have these waves on the blade, creating that space between the food and the knife blade, look, you can move through.
It's no problem. Check
Right.
it.
Like, to me, that is amazing. Like the difference in effort that you have to do is fantastic. Oh, another little.
Let me just investigate this for a moment. You say this is white cheddar, you say?
I do. Have you heard of it?
I have.
Yes.
Delightful.
Yes, thank you.
Creamy and delicious.
And then big pieces of salami, also no problem for the Groovetech, and nothing sticking, right? So things are easier to do. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle is, of course, that nothing sticks to this. Look at this bologna. Boom. Look
Can
at
I
that.
say over 4,000 of these are gone? If a little bit of that cheese drops on the floor, you know who will get it.
Oh, no.
Roger the mouse.
Oh, no. Here we go.
He's always hungry.
Talking about Roger. This
Roger.
David.
You're Roger,
Oh,
Roger,
boy.
Roger, Roger.
We're getting people to see him. He'll be okay.
Roger will be over there
Okay.
in a little while.
Here's my favorite
Camera
thing.
shy.
This was the one that makes me giggle and happy every time I do this, because look how this knife moves through soft, fresh mozzarella, and it just moves. Look, I'll move it away again. Look at this. This to me just is a beautiful thing. That knife releases the food falls away, and that's because of those waves in the blade. They make a huge, huge difference to how easy it is to move the knife through food and stopping foods from sticking to that knife blade.
Very, very busy with this one day only priced item. If you have your Q card, this can be 3 payments of less than $6 each. So use that Q card and get the automatic 3 pay. If you want the blue, 1,800 remain. That's all I have in the blue. Move down to our red, most popular in the red, never a surprise there. And finally, I have it in the black. 5,000 are gone now. Lowest price you're going to see on this item for 6 months. Don't miss this opportunity to enjoy a customer top-rated knife. I have the Groovetech knives in my kitchen. They're amazing.
And all the Groovetech knives are customer top-rated, which
all
is
of them.
Fantastic. That's really the proof right there.
And also, Roger the mouse going to get some cheese. I'll put it right back here for him.
That's a lot of cheese.
Well, I'm going to give him a smaller piece.
Is he not on a diet? No?
Well,
okay.
Roger's, you know, he doesn't get cheese all the time.
Okay.
It's a treat.
All right.
All right, this is K41612, exactly. So what we're talking about is an amazing buy on a fantastic knife. This is also a great gift idea. I shudder to even mention the word holidays, but they're going to be here before we know them.
Well, there are all kinds of holidays, right? There's Mother's Day, there's Father's Day,
there
there's
is that.
graduation. Everybody needs a good knife in the kitchen, and here you go.
And this is perfect. Don't miss out on your opportunity to pick this up tonight. Lowest price you'll see for 6 months, customer top rated, and less than $18 for this fantastic knife. Sharp and rugged enough to go right through the outside of a pineapple. It's also going to cut a potato, obviously, but also a tomato.
Look at
because
this.
remember, when the good Lord made tomatoes, he knew what he was doing. He made the outside tough so it would protect that delicate flesh inside. But that same formula makes it difficult to slice a tomato unless you've got a really great knife.
Right, and a knife that has a sharp blade, Japanese stainless steel, keeps that so sharp. So all the nightshade vegetables.
6,000 are gone now. Highly recommend our QVC.com as well as QVC mobile apps. Best way to get through right now. Everybody's grabbing their color. Let's review those colors again. I've got it for you in the black down below. That black is beautiful. Don't miss out on red, our most popular foodie color. And then finally in the blue, we have fewer than 1,500 to go around. What you don't want to do is wait. It's the lowest price you'll see on the item for 6 months. But when they're gone, it will take us a while to get these back in stock, and clearly not back at this price for quite some time. So K41612, stay on the line here. This price is good until end of day today.
Very nice.
So please go ahead and order as many of these as you think you'll need for gift ideas and just tuck them away. They're really, really fantastic. Now, I have a trivia question for you.
Oh, is it about peaches?
No, it's about arugula.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now,
Rocket.
true or false?
Oh.
Well, you already guessed it.
What was the question?
True or false?
What is
arugula
rocket?
is commonly known as rocket in the UK. Is that true or false?
True.
It is true, apparently.
How
All
many
right.
trivia questions can there be about arugula?
According to bonappetit.com, the English began calling arugula rocket when the